on this computer. All right, I think we're officially up and running. Okay, so now it's just me, myself, and I, and I'm hoping you guys are good. If I can see, let me see if I could do the side view so I could see you guys. There we go. Annie's video's up. All right, so if you want to turn on some music, whatever you want to do to start yourself off. I'm going to have you sitting up nice and tall. Now, obviously, I'm sitting the wrong way on my mat. I'm doing that just for the view. Last time I taught, I had myself head on, and I kept finding myself facing this way just to give you that side view. So we'll start here. You guys could do head on like you would in the studio with me. But first and foremost, welcome, welcome. For those of you who've never met me, which I know all you guys here, but for those of you who are tuning in later and have never met me, my name is Kim. I'll be guiding you through your yoga flow. I know many of you know my keyword is guide. You could probably say it in your sleep. Always, always honoring your body. We ask you to check in physically, emotionally, energetically. See where you fall in, because I know a lot has been going on recently, a lot of stress, a lot of tension, a lot of uncertainty. Some of us are very anxious by nature, and we're kind of holding on to that energy, and it's creating an imbalance within us, whatever it is, whether your nerves are just shot, maybe you're not sleeping well, maybe you're just jittery all day, you got a lot of extra energy, whatever it is, we're going to try to work through that and kind of connect your breath to your movement and go from there. With that being said, always, always honoring your body. So if you have any props at home, any kind of blocks or blankets or anything you want to incorporate into your practice, by all means, you can slide them underneath your knees. Always taking modifications where need be, fingers down in lunges, knees down in lunges, blocks under hands, or skipping a pose, completely omitting it if it just isn't serving you. All right, but we are going to begin sitting up nice and tall, so grounding down into your sitting bones, lengthening through your spine. First modification here is to maybe perch yourself up on a block. I personally have my meditation pillow, so maybe you have one of those too. You might perch yourself up, so it takes the tension out of your lower belly, that lower pelvic floor, lower back, hips, and knees. So we close our eyes as we take a few moments. Big breath, inhale, fill up your lungs, expand your rib cage, opening up. Exhale is going to relax you down, allowing you to root. Each inhale through your nose, again, expand your lungs. Try to breathe to the crown of your head. Exhale, back down into your roots, grounding into the earth. Start to release the tension from your shoulders. Soften the space between, behind, around your eyes. Relaxing your cheeks, relaxing your jaw. Notice the weight of your head as you relax your neck. If you want to roll out your neck, by all means. If you're feeling caught up, just tilting your chin towards your chest, rolling it side to side. You can circle the other way if you're still rolling. And then again, come back to that neutral space. Inhale, shrug your shoulders to your ears. Exhale, roll them down your back. Try to soften through your elbows, feeling the weight of your hands. Palms face up or down, depending on what you require. Your body will naturally place you in a space if you found your palms face down while you're looking for grounding energy. If those palms came face up, you're looking to receive. Maybe you're feeling a little stuck. You can use a little help. That's why we're here. You feel that core, your pelvic floor, ribs pull down towards hips, tummies back towards spine, feeling that strength in this beautiful seat. Grounding down into your sitting bones. Knees taking their varying shapes. Your heels, feet anchor. Entire body at rest. Focusing back on that pranayama, that breath. Your inhale, again, fills you up. Your exhale relaxes you back down. Allowing yourself this time, this space to let go, to reset, to reprogram. Letting go of expectation, letting go of judgment, of anticipation. Breath and movement. No more, no less. Give yourself 2 more big breaths. Inhale, just filling up those lungs, expanding. Exhale, softens you, relaxes you. One more big breath in. And nice and slow exhale. Next breath, sweep your arms to the sky, prayer reaches up and overhead. Exhale, put your hands down through third eye, through heart center, bowing your head to your heart as you choose an intention for your practice. Dedicating your energy, your effort, whatever we manifest together today, for what purpose will it serve? Perhaps today it's to remind you to let go of all that we cannot control. Because in our given world, it's a little out of control. And the more we fret about that, the more anxiety we experience. So maybe today it's that gentle reminder to let go. Maybe the serenity prayer. Maybe it's patience. Maybe it's courage. Maybe it's faith. Whatever it is you require, keep it with you. Let it be your guiding light. We'll take a big breath, inhale to fill up. Nice slow exhale releases you. Nice inhale sends that prayer to the sky. Separate your hands, relax your shoulders, take a big breath in. Exhale, take your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, squeeze your palms into your heart, lift your gaze. Tilting your chin to the sky, you're opening that throat, breathing through that throat, heart, solar plexus, chakra, while you ground down into your root. Take 2 more big inhales here. Exhale, 1 more big breath. And exhale, nice and slow. You spread your wings, prayer reaches up and overhead. Exhale, nice and slow, slice your body over to the right. Right hand right behind your back. Left hand outside of that knee. Sit tall on an inhale. Exhale, gazing for the wall behind you. Now be mindful to walk that right hand a little closer towards your body. So you're sitting on nice and tall here. Option to take that left palm face up. Middle finger joins thumb for patience, mudra of patience. Again, each inhale, that 3-part breath helps you create a little space. Tummy's in, ribs out. Exhale, twist you a little deeper, gazing to the wall behind you. Give it 1 more big breath in. And nice and slow, exhale. Keep gazing for the wall behind you as you reach your right arm back. You're going to reach your left arm forward like you're hugging the wall beside you. And then slowly come center. Prayer rejoins up and overhead. Exhale is going to slice you to the left. Left hand directly behind you. Right hand outside of your knee. Sit tall as you inhale. Exhale, gazing to the wall behind you. Closing your eyes. Again, you might take that right palm face up. Middle finger to thumb, mudra of patience. Each time you inhale, that 3-part breath creates a little more space. Tummy's in, ribs out. Exhale, gaze that back wall. Keep walking that left hand closer and closer towards you. Think of that left arm as a second spine. Taking 2 big breaths in. Exhale, revolves you. Pivot 1 more big breath in. And nice and slow, exhale. Keep looking for that back wall as you reach your left arm back. Reach your right arm forward and slowly gaze forward as you reach those arms back up and overhead. Big inhale. Exhale, bend at your elbows. Your prayer tracks down the back of your neck. Chin into chest, gaze down. Try to lift your elbows up and back. So it's going to give you a little bit of a tricep stretch. You might feel a little tension here. Do what you can. If you want to challenge, you're going to tip your chin up to the sky. Again, opening up that heart. Lifting your gaze, you give it 2 big inhales here. Exhaling, 1 more breath. Nice and slow, that person's gonna reach back up to the sky. Separate your hands, relax your shoulders. Inhale, tummy in, ribs out. Exhale, hinge forward. So you're reaching until your hands meet the earth and you fold into this space. Now, if you're on a block, you can stay on it, but if you wanna remove it, you can by all means do that. It's just gonna get you deeper into your hips. Working through any tension in your knees, mindful of your lower back. Each inhale, tummy in, ribs out. Try to push back into your sitting bones. Exhale is going to get you a little bit deeper. Creep those fingers forward. Closing your eyes. Good. Take 2 big breaths. Try to breathe into the back of your rib cage, expanding. Exhale, 1 more big breath. And nice and slow, exhale. We'll inhale, half lift, look for your fingers. Walk your hands one at a time over to the right. Line that tummy up with your right thigh. Take a big breath in. Exhale, ground down that left hip and fold over that right thigh. Give yourself 2 big inhales here. Exhale, keep breathing that left side body for 1 more breath. And exhale, nice and slow. Inhale, half lift, look for your fingers. Walk your hands slowly back center, continuing over to your left. Taking your time as you line that tummy up with your left thigh. Ground down into that right sitting bone. Your exhale is going to drape you over that left side. Breathing for your right side body. Expanding your lungs. Working with that oblique. You give it 2 more big inhales to fill up. Exhale, give it 1 more big breath in. And nice and slow, exhale. Gently inhale, half lift, look for your fingers. Walk it back center, remaining extended. You find your midline, tummy in, ribs out. Exhale, fold. Again, a deep surrender here. Maybe you move a little side to side if you have the space to work with. You do what you can. Again, honor your body. If your body's saying not today, you say, okay, no problem. So your body's going to check in. It's going to RSVP yes or no. And it's your job to honor that space. If you can do it, you advance. If you can't, well, you hold back or maybe you modify a little bit. Either way, give it 1 more inhale. Before again you come back neutral, let's inhale, half lift, look for your fingers. Walk your hands 1 at a time back towards your body. Sitting tall, spread your wings. Prayer reaches up, gaze up. Exhale, put your hands down through third eye, through heart center, bowing your head to your heart. Take a big breath, inhale, and exhale. Nice and slow, opening your eyes. You're going to switch your Sukhasana. So whatever leg you have in front is now going to be the inside. So we're balancing out. You're likely on your non-dominant side because it's just the natural order. When we sit down, we come to our dominant side. So switching it up, ground down into your sitting bones. Again, adopting a block or a blanket, whatever you have to boost yourself up if you need it. Take your hands, palms face down on your knees. Sit up nice and tall. So keep drawing your ribs down towards your hips, tummy towards your spine. Shrug your shoulders to your ears and roll them down your back. Beautiful. Nice and slow. We're going to inhale, puff your chest up, gaze up, chin to the sky. Exhale, round it out, chin into chest, lean back slightly, look for your tummy. Inhale, puff that chest up, gaze up. Exhale, round you back out, chin into chest, look for your tummy. 3 more times. Inhale, puff your chest up, gaze up. Exhale is going to round you back down, look into that tummy. And 1 more time, lift it all the way up, gaze up. Exhale, round it back down, chin into chest, look for that tummy. This time we're going to puff that chest up, gaze up, take a big breath in. Exhale, lean forward. So your hands are going to push your knees down. Right? You might sway a little side to side. So you're leaning over your ankles. This is engaging in our hips. So we're trying to work through any tension you might be finding in those hips as you sway a little bit left and you sway a little bit right. Give yourself 1 more moment, just breathing here before you come back to a neutral space. Chin into chest, rise up 1 vertebra at a time, sweep your hands to the sky, prayer connects up overhead. This time, exhale, slice your hands to the left, but hold your arms open, like you're hugging that side wall. Take a big breath, inhale here. Exhale, give it 1 more big breath. Exhale, take your left hand down to the ground behind you, right arm up to the sky, middle finger to thumb. Sit nice and tall here. Big inhale. Exhale, lowering that right hand outside of that left thigh. Inhale, tummy and ribs out. Exhale is going to revolve you a little bit deeper. So you hold space here. Big inhale, tummies and ribs out. Again, exhaling. 1 more big breath in. And nice and slow, exhale. Gently bringing your left hand to meet your right at your knee. Bring your prayer up and overhead. Beautiful. Exhale is going to slice you over to the right. Now hold those arms open and you're going to hug that side wall. Big inhale here, tummy and ribs out. Exhale, twist you a little deeper, gazing toward the wall behind you. 1 more breath. Then lower your right hand down to the ground, just behind your back, left hand up to the sky. Middle finger to thumb, sit tall. Exhale, lowering that hand, palm face up, outside of your right thigh. Inhale, tummy and ribs out. Exhale, again, revolve you, gazing to the wall behind you. Give yourself a few moments time here. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, revolve. Try to relax your cheeks, your jaw. 2 more breaths. That's it. Give it 1 more. Beautiful. Nice and slow, that right hand's gonna meet your left at your knee, and your prayer's gonna reach up and overhead. Take a bend in those elbows, prayer comes down the back of your neck, gaze to the ground, chin into chest. Now try to lift your elbows up and back. So you really feel that tricep stretch here. And again, if you feel up to it, challenge is to take your chin to the sky. So you get a little back bend and a heart opener in here. Keep lifting up that heart, stitching your ribs towards your hips. You feel that stretch, that engagement in your thoracic spine. One more breath, inhale. And nice and slow, exhale. You're gonna inhale, send that prayer to the sky to release. Separate hands, relax shoulders, and take it behind your back. Interlace your fingers, squeeze your palms, opening up that collar, lift your heart, lift your gaze to the sky. Big inhale. Two options here. You can exhale, chin into chest, hang your head, breathe through the back of your neck. Or you can start to hinge forward, pulling your fists up and over your head, maybe your nose towards the earth. Chin into chest, you hold space here, coming as deep into this as you can. If you're almost there and it's just in your shoulders that you have a lot of resistance, you might bend your elbows and rest your hands behind your back and come into the fold that way. So one way or another, it's a nice balanced supported forward fold in your Sukhasana, and it's a challenge. Give it one more breath, whatever variation you've decided, and then chin into chest, rise up, gaze up to the sky, and reach your prayer up. Exhale, put your hands down through third eye, through heart center, bowing your head to your heart. Take a breath in. Nice and slow, exhale. Beautiful. Gently taking your hands outside of your knees. You're gonna take your knees to touch, flexing your feet. So I'm gonna give you the side view on this one. We're coming into Dandasana. A lot of us know this pose, been there, done that. So you're flexing those feet, engaging your quads to keep those hamstrings open. Quads are the gatekeeper of your hamstrings. So anytime you engage them, you're gonna be able to work with those hamstrings more and more. So ribs towards hips, tummy towards spine. Sitting nice and tall, you might take your hands by your sides, gazing straight ahead. Inhale, prayer is gonna reach you up and overhead. Separate your hands, relax your shoulders, take a big breath in. Exhale, start to hinge forward. Now, try to keep your arms lined up with your side body. So arms lined up with ears. They're an extension of your side body. You're gazing towards your knees. Each inhale, tummy and ribs out. Exhale might get you a little bit deeper. Now, this is where your hamstrings have a lot to say. So if they're objecting, come back up a little bit, modify it. Either way, you have two more breaths, just holding space, waking up those hamstrings. Give it one more breath. Then slowly chin into chest, rise up one vertebra at a time, gaze up to your hands. Take a breath. Start to reach your arms forward as you tuck your chin towards your chest, your ribs down towards your hips. You lean back to what I call the 3/4 way mark. From here, point your toes. We're gonna lift those legs and catch ourselves a low boat, or a canoe. I call it a canoe. You hold that canoe as you engage that core. It's going to start to build that internal fire for 3. You're going to build that internal fire for 2. On 1, you're going to inhale, knees into your chest, build yourself a full boat. Keep that chest lifted, shoulders back. Maybe you reach your arms up to the sky. Imagine you're holding an invisible ball. Give it one more big breath in. Exhale, put your hands down through third eye, through heart center. Now hold space here, big inhale. Exhale, slice yourself over to the right. Good. Inhale, come center. Bring it over to the left. Good. Come back center. One more time over to the right. Nice. Come in center. Take it to the left. Come back center. Send your arms up to the sky. Separate those hands. See if you can straighten out your legs. Flex your feet. Lower your legs down. Use that core control as you sit up nice and tall. Hinge forward. Catching that halfway mark back in that Dandasana. Breathing as we float into Paschimottanasana. So again, you don't want your arms to droop. Keep them an extension of your side body as you gaze gently towards your knees. Take one more breath in, tummies and ribs out. Exhale, come your deepest, bending at your elbows, plant your hands. Now we're developing Paschimottanasana. This is a forward fold, sitting down. Inhale, tummy and ribs out. Exhale, maybe come a little deeper. Now again, if you find your knees start to buckle, walk your hands back towards your body, and you lean forward best you can. So it's all having that conversation with your hamstrings. Give it one more breath in. Exhale, maybe you walk your hands the furthest you've ever traveled. Big inhale here. And exhale, fold you down. Slowly inhale, half lift, look for your toes. Reach your arms forward. Imagine you're holding an invisible ball. Arms an extension of that side body, chin into chest, rise up one vertebra at a time. And one more time, you're going to lean back as you reach your arms forward. Get to that 3/4 mark. Pull your ribs down towards your hips. Keep that low belly engaged. Point your toes, build your canoe. Hold that canoe. Keep burning for 3. Hold it there for 2. Stay here on 1. Take your hands to prayer. So now we're in a canoe. We're going to do that revolution. Take a breath in. Twist it over to the right. Good. Come center. Take it over to the left. Come center. Bring it back over to the right. Woo. Come center. Take it over to the left. And come center. Send your arms up to the sky. Reach those arms forward. Bring your knees into your chest. You're back in that boat. Take a breath in. Plant your feet. Grab hold of your shins. Phew. If that didn't build a fire, then you're invincible. So give yourself one more breath here. We're going to go opposite elbows in front of those shins. So take those opposite elbows just in front of those shins. Sit up nice and tall. All right, so that's the front view. I think I'm just going to keep revolving no matter what I do. Whatever. On an inhale, pop that chest up, gaze up. On an exhale, round it out, look to your tummy. Again, inhale, pop that chest up, gaze up. Exhale, round out, look to your tummy. One more time, inhale, pop that chest up, gaze up. Last time, exhale, round out, look to that tummy. Give yourself a moment as you come back neutral. You're gonna cross your ankles, take a moment, take a sip of water, and then we're gonna get into the next little mini standing sequence. I just realized I have another light. No, it's not working. But while you're sipping water, wow, that's bright. I think I might be too bright now. All right. Goes to show you how many times I'm in this room. All right, so give yourself one more moment just to recuperate. And then we'll come back to that neutral space. Wow, I'm really lit up now. This is awesome. Lights. All right, so when you're ready, find your way to a tabletop. So I'm, again, giving you the side view. So staying on your mat. You want your wrists stacking your shoulders, your knees stacking your hips, and start to sway here. If you've taken class with me, you know I love to wiggle. So undulate, oscillate, move through any tension you might have accumulated. This is an indicator pose. It's really going to give away what you got hiding, what you're packing today. Might be in your low back, might be in your hips, your glutes, your wrists, wherever it is, hold space. And then watch that alignment. So you want your wrists stacking your shoulders, your knees stacking your hips. And then take a look at your knees. Make sure you can't see your feet because your feet want to be hidden behind your thighs. These are your personal parameters. Then watch your shoulders. So if you're dumping, you look something like this. If you're engaging, your ribs come towards your hips and you're pushing up and out of those shoulders. So you're activating your rhomboids. Engaging all 10 fingers. Hold that beautiful table. On an inhale, we're going to drop that belly up to your gaze. Find yourself cow. Exhale, round you out, chin into chest. Look for your tummy. Finding cat. Inhale again, drop your belly, lift your gaze, find your way cow. Exhale is going to round you out, chin into chest, so find cat. 2 more times, inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze, melt your way cow. Exhale, round it out, chin into chest, to find your cat. And 1 more time, inhale, drop that belly, lift your gaze. And last time, exhale, round it out to find that cat. Now holding cat, you take a big breath in. And then exhale, nice and slow, come neutral, spine table. Again, watch that back. So it's not a cat and it's not a cow, it's a table. It's right in between, right? Tuck your toes under. We're gonna lift your knees 2 inches from the earth to continue burning up those shoulders, start to burn up through your core. Keep pulling those ribs towards your hips, tummies up towards your spine. Give it 1 more breath in. Nice and slow, hips are gonna come high to the sky, downward facing dog. Now start to pedal out here. Again, hamstrings are the culprit. If you're feeling a lot of tension in your hamstrings, there's gonna be a lot of resistance. You're likely gonna need to take a couple little bends in your knees just to warm them up. We'll check in with a traditional Adho Mukha Svanasana and just another movement. So keep working it out, pedal, pedal. Give yourself another breath or 2. Before you come back to a neutral spine, just your both heels toward the earth, find that downward facing dog. Now again, the goal of Adho Mukha is to keep that upper body engaged. So oftentimes we end up looking something like this, right? We got our chest lifted, our head lifted, our chest poking out, our hinds poking up. You want to pull your ribs towards your hips. Chin towards your chest, ears line up with arms. You're gazing gently towards your ankles or your knees, whatever you can see. From here, we're going to inhale high up on the tippy toes. Exhale, anchor those heels down. Oh, I forgot to show you the modification. If you have tight hamstrings, this is the modification. So upper body's still the same, knees are just bent, okay? Again, inhale high up on the tippy toes. Exhale, anchor your heels back down. One more time, high up on the tippy toes. Gaze for your hands, and you can either tiptoe up or you maybe take a hop up. It depends on you and your practice. I know I have all sorts of levels joining us. So take your time. If you want to do a little bit of warm up there, you can do a little more advancing, but I'm going to show you just the walk or the hop. All right. On an inhale, half lift, fingers slide up, shins. Hold your frame, nice flat back. Beautiful. Exhale is going to melt you back down. Soft bend your knees, sweep your arms to the sky, or Hastasana for a salute. Prayer reaches up and overhead. Exhale, pray hands down through third eye, through heart center. Arms by your side, Samasthiti. Inhale is going to sweep your arms back up to the sky, knees up. Exhale, bend your knees, chase that prayer down. Folding forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, melting and folding. Bend your knees, plant your palms, step back your left, and then your right foot for high plank. So pushing the earth away. Similar to that table, you want a nice, strong, and flat back. So no dipping, and no extra push like you have a cat back. You're going to find that middle ground. The best way to do it is by body awareness. So that ribs towards the hips, tummy towards the spine cue I always make. So keep pulling your ribs down towards your hips, your tummy up towards your spine, pushing up and out of those shoulders, knees gently towards your thumbs. Give yourself one more breath here. And exhale. Nice and slow, use your toes, come forward into your fingers. Now really grip the earth with those fingers to stretch your wrists. And then slowly hips are gonna come to the sky, downward facing, pedal it out. Take your time. Work through any kinks. Mostly it's those hamstrings we're having a chat with right now. Give yourself one more breath before again you come back to a neutral space. Gesture both heels toward the earth, ground it down, ribs towards hips, tummy towards spine. Again, modify if you need to, but keep that upper body the same. Nice and slowly inhale, high to tippy toes to extend. Exhale, anchor it down. 2 more times, high to tippy toes to extend. Exhale is going to anchor you down. And one more time, high bend tippy toes to extend. Again, you can take a bend in your knees, look for your hands, either taking a walk or maybe this time you go for that hop. You find the top of that mat and you fold forward. Take a moment here, maybe bending one knee at a time. Again, blocks are friends. If you have a hard time touching the ground, placing blocks under your hands are going to do you a lot of good. So don't be afraid to use them if you need them. Give yourself one more moment, just working through the kinks in those hamstrings before again you come neutral spine. Inhale, half lift, fingers slide up, shins. Exhale again, melt and fold it down. Soft bend your knees, sweep it up, or Hastasana, prayer, salute. Exhale, prayer hands down through third eye, through heart center. Arms by your sides against Samasthiti. Inhale, lift it back up to the sky, gaze up. Exhale, bend your knees, swan back down, folding forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, melt you and fold you. Beautiful. Take a bend in your knees, plant your palms, step back your right, and then your left foot, top of that push-up. So again, focusing on that plank, strength here, from crown to root, ribs towards hips, tummy towards spine. You can always modify a plank. So if you start getting real tired, you're fatiguing, knees down, you're in a tabletop, but it's the same alignment, right? Everything's the same except my knees are down, and now my knees are stacked on my hips. So whether I'm in a table or a plank, doesn't much matter, but find your parameters and hold them. 2 more breaths, inhale. Exhale, 1 more breath. Now listen carefully, I'm going to challenge you. Take your right toes up to hover the mat. Point them for 3. Keep pushing for 2. On 1, take your right toes back down. Take your left toes up the mat. Point them, hold it, 3. Hold it, 2. On 1, take your left toes down. Inhale, use your toes, come over your fingers, extend, 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 extend. And then hips come back up to the sky, downward dog. So we're waking up those wrists again. Use your fingertips to help guide you. Those fingers are like little power steering. They're going to tell you where you go and when and if. Especially if you're going to do any handstands or arm balancing or anything like that. Those hands, they're everything. So give yourself 1 more breath, just pedaling out here. Watching your form, try not to lose your body here. Push up and out of that back, ribs towards hips, tummy towards spine. 1 more breath, coming neutral, inhale high, put it tippy toes. Let's send that right leg up to the sky. Now again, I'm a stickler, you all know it. Push up by that left shoulder. Bend your knee, open your hip. Try not to dump into that left arm. Okay, so none of this. Pushing straight up and out like you're in a traditional dog. That right leg is lifted with a bend. You give it a big breath in. Exhale, give it one more breath. And then slowly you're going to draw that right knee to your nose. Curl it in, gazing for your thumbs. Inhale, send it back up to the sky. Bend the knee, open your hip. Big inhale. Exhale, right knee to your nose. Curl it in. Nice and slow, send it back up to the sky. One more time, take that right knee to your nose, curl it in. Gaze for your thumbs, come into fingers, step your right foot through. You're officially in low lunge. Now, you all know I'm a stickler here too. I mean, let's be honest, I'm a stickler all around. Alignment base, that's how I teach. So that knee needs to be over that ankle. Back leg is extended, pulling your hips in toward each other. Fingertips cover the earth. You have that energy. So ribs towards hips, tummy towards spine keeps you running up parallel with that right thigh. You give it 2 big breaths. Keep burning. One more big breath. Nice and slow. Plant that left hand down. Peel your right arm to the sky. You're an easy twist. Now again, I'm going to switch my view so you can appreciate your alignment here. You want your knee in, so don't let it wing out. Pull it in towards you as you stack your wrists, stack your shoulders, knees up. Give it 2 big inhales here. Push the earth away. Give it one more big breath, inhale. Exhale, take your right hand to your hip or slide it behind your back, palm face up. Roll that right shoulder back, gaze to the sky. Keep lifting through that left hip. 2 more breaths, inhale. Exhaling, one more breath. Slowly reach that right arm to the sky. Reach it forward, take it down, come back to hover. Big inhale here. Exhale, slowly, you're gonna take that back knee down. Palms are gonna come to face each other. Send them behind you like a speed racer. So now you're in a nice low modified lunge. You inhale, reach your arms down, reach your arms forward, reach your arms up. The goal here is to keep that right knee over that ankle, left knee underneath that hip. While you reach for the sky, you try to relax your shoulders, spiral your pinkies inward. Take a breath in. Exhale, take your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers, squeeze your palms, lift your heart, lift your gaze. Chin to the sky, give it a big breath in. Exhale, one more. Nice and slow, lower your chest down. So from just inside that right thigh, pulling your fists up and away. Give yourself a moment. Again, you can take a bend in those elbows, breaking the bind. You're still holding it just a little less intense. If you can hold on to it, keep pulling those fists up and away like it's a little radar tower above your head. Give it one more breath in. Exhale, nice and slow, chin to chest, lift it up. This time, sweep your arms to the sky. First, you're gonna reach up and overhead. Exhale, slice it over to the right. So you have a nice open face here. You're gazing toward that right side wall. Tummy's in, ribs out. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Try to look for that right hand back there. Give it one more breath in. Exhale, right hand's gonna track down your back thigh. Left arm straight up to the sky. Maybe middle finger to thumb in that left hand. Keep gazing off that right shoulder to the ground. Pull that right knee in. Try not to let it wing out. One more breath in. Nice and slow, lift those arms up like you're gonna hug that right side wall. Scoop that right arm down, reach it forward. Bring it back up and overhead. Good. Exhale, swan dive those hands down. Fingertips touch the earth. Good. Now shift it back. We're gonna come into a runner stretch. So flex your right foot, take it up a few inches. The goal here is to keep your left hip over your left knee. Right leg is extended. Again, if you're having a hard time with your hamstrings tonight, you take blocks under your fingers and you balance there. So if you can fold forward, you know how deep you can go. Keep that internal rotation, keep that hip over your left knee, and fold into it, flexing your right foot. If your body says, nope, I gotta quit, keep walking those hands back until you take the bend out of that knee. So don't bend that knee. Good. Give it 2 more inhales. Tummy's in, ribs out. Exhale, get you a little bit deeper. You give it one more big breath in. And nice and slow, exhale. Gently, let's inhale, half lift. Start to walk your hands both over to the right. So you're coming to the outer side of that right foot. Maybe line your left hand up with your right hand up with your right hip. Left hand up with your left shoulder. So it's almost like you're doing a plank on the side. I'll show you this view. No matter what, I'm switching views. It is what it is. Take a breath in. Exhale, maybe bend your elbows and fold over it. So you're pulling that left hip back, right hip forward, and you're folding. Just increases intensity. It's pretty incredible. One more breath in. Nice and slow. We half lift. Walk those hands back center. So find that traditional fold again. This time maybe you point your right toe and you fold it down. So now you're stretching the top of that right ankle. All right? So again, we're back on that side of you. I have my toe pointed and I'm folding down best I can. Again, you can modify. So if your body says keep your hands closer towards your body, you do that. Give it 2 more breaths in. Exhale, give it 1 more. Nice and slow, flex that right foot, walk your hands back underneath your shoulders, re-bend that right knee, line your fingers up with your toes, pick your back knee up. You're back in a low lunge. Big breath, inhale here. Exhale, palms to face each other, send them behind you like a speed racer. Now keep it active. Keep driving into that right heel. As you inhale, reach your arms down, reach your arms forward and come up. Back to that high lunge. Breathing, relax your shoulders. Take a big breath in. Exhale, open up cactus arms. Middle finger sit thumb for patience. Keep rolling those shoulders back. Really open up your body here. Big breath in. Maybe you tilt your heart to the sky. Gaze up, chins up. 1 more breath. Exhale, gaze back forward. You're going to take your left arm underneath your right. So hooking Garudasana arms. Inhale, lift it up. Maybe gaze up. Exhale, take those arms just inside of that right thigh. So stay in your lunge. Back heel stays lifted. Inhale is going to lift you up. See if you can straighten out that right leg. This is hard because that back heel is still lifted. Good. Exhale, rebend that right knee. Come down just inside of it. Stretching those lats. Inhale is going to lift you back up. Straighten out that right leg. Maybe lift your chest, lift your gaze. And 1 more time, bring it down, bending into that right knee. Get right inside of that thigh, just inside, not humble, but an ask. 1 more breath, stay here. Open up cactus arms. Middle fingers to thumb for patience for 3. Middle fingers to thumb for patience for 2. Soft bend your back knee, step it up to a floating seat. So you're nice and deep in your heels. Your chest is parallel with your thighs best you can. Ribs towards hips, tummy towards spine. Arms are still out at cactus. You're hovering, burning up those quads. Give it 1 more big breath in. Exhale, take your hands to prayer. Maybe tap that prayer to your knees. Inhale, rise all the way up. Push your prayer past your ears. And arms by your side, Samasthiti. Roll out your wrists, roll out your ankles. So this is the front view. Give yourself a little moment. Roll out your neck. Ooh, I'm cracking tonight. Whatever you need to do, roll it out. Ooh. All right, before we come back to a neutral spine. All right, so let's inhale, lift up all 10 toes. So picking up all 10 toes. Exhale, pinky, middle, big toes down to the ground. You're going to start to engage your ankles, calves, knees, quads. Squeezing your glutes. Ribs towards hips, tummies towards spine. Shoulders back. Arms spread. Inhale, prayer reaches up and overhead. Exhale, prayer hands down through third eye through heart center. So we're going to focus on a little bit of balancing here to get us back. So from here, shift your weight into your right standing leg. Soft bend your left knee. All right? So you're still squeezing. Try not to let your hip check out. Pull it up. I call it the sass in your pants, right? So keep it there. Keeping that left knee bent, we start to flex your left foot, bringing your knee toward your navel. Gazing directly at eye level in front of you. Do the best you can to hold this frame. You give it a big breath in. Exhale, we take the elevator down. So a little bend in your right knee. Little baby bend, don't go crazy. Inhale, lift it back up. Exhale, little baby bend in that right knee. Inhale, lift it back up. 1 more time, little baby bend in that knee. You hold it here for 3. You hold it here for 2. On 1, you start to shift it forward. So let your knees slide against each other, because you're going to step it back to a lunge. So tap those left toes to the end of your mat. Lift your prayer up. 1 big breath in. Exhale, take your back heel down, slice your arms open. You're in a warrior 2. So relax your shoulders here. Okay? Do what you can to loosen up that upper body as you settle into your frame. So left or right knee stays over right ankle. Your left toes are going to point toward that side wall. Arms are stretched out like you're pushing the walls away from you. Shoulders are relaxed, get a little deeper. Keep pushing that right knee towards your right pinky toe. So external rotation. Don't let that knee wing in. Pushing it out, spreading through that adductor. You give it one more breath in. Exhale, tip it forward. Flip that front palm and tip it back. Nice. Keep lifting that chest. Get a side body stretch. Gaze to the sky. Hold in here for 3. Get a little deeper into that right knee. Don't give it up. For 2. On 1, straighten that right leg. Big inhale here. Exhale. One more big breath in. Exhale, rebend that right knee. So we're still in peaceful, just back in that peaceful warrior. Slowly lift your top body up. Relax your shoulders, square your frame, hinge forward. Taking that right forearm on top of that thigh, left arm straight up to the sky. Stack your body up here as you gaze up to that left hand. Keep pushing your right knee towards your right pinky toe, burning it up here. 2 more big breaths in. Exhale, 1 more. Nice and slow, take that left hand to your hip or slide it behind your back, palm face up. If you have the full half bind, you're gonna gaze up, try to stack your body up a little more. If you have, by any chance, a full bind here, I'm gonna leave it up to you. If you're advanced, you might get a little deeper, dropping that right shoulder just inside of that knee and catch your hand behind your back. It all depends on you and your practice and how open you are. So be mindful. Wherever you are, half bound or fully bound, you hold it for 3. Keep pushing that right knee over that right ankle and towards your pinky toe for 2. Either way, on 1, you're gonna come back to that modified, releasing that left arm back to the sky, reach it forward, listen, gaze down. Lift your top body up as you straighten your front leg, tip it back. Now you've got your right leg back. Give it 1 more breath in. And exhale, nice and slow, rebend that knee. This time we're gonna hinge forward. Cartwheel hands down to a low lunge. So try to get that back heel up. Chest parallel with your right thigh. Keep the burn in that right quad. You should be feeling your blood flow. 1 more breath is gonna plant your hands down. Take a moment, inhale. Exhale, take your back knee down. Flex your right foot as you settle back into that half split. So this is back in that runner stretch we did before. By now, your body should be happy to be here. No problem, Kim. My right leg's getting the breath. So hold space. Make sure that left knee stays over that hip, or under that hip, I should say. You're going to inhale, half lift. If you need to pick your right heel up a little more, you might bring it up an inch or 2. Plug those hips in. Tummy's in, ribs out. Exhale, hinge and fold. Again, working that hamstring stretch. So if your right foot is flexed and your knee starts to buckle, walk your hands back until that knee doesn't buckle anymore. All right, give it 2 more inhales here. Exhale. 1 more big breath in. And exhale. Nice and slow, we inhale, half lift. Keep your forward fold. Walk your hands under your shoulders. So keep your body there in that hamstring. Left hand is going to stay planted to the mat or to a block. Take your right hand to your hip for now. Gaze down. All right, so you got your balance here. On an inhale, tummy's in, ribs out. Exhale, gaze to that right side wall. Maybe gaze up to the sky. If you can, you might extend that right arm up, stacking fully. Hold your frame here. Keep plugging that right hip back. Keep flexing that right foot. Stacking your body for 3. Hold space here for 2. Nice and slow on 1. If you have that arm lifted, you're going to reach it forward. If not, you're just going to plant that right hand down, coming back into that half split. Take a moment here, inhale. Exhale, nice and slow. Lift your body up. Rebend that right knee. Pick your back knee up. Hover your fingers just for a breath. And now we're going to plant our palms. Here's the challenge. Take a bend in that right knee. So your knees to your nose, you give it a kiss. Tap your right knee to your left elbow. Tap your right knee to your right elbow. Tap it back over to your left. Bring your back heel down and extend your leg just for a breath. Push it by your shoulders and then send it up to the sky. Woo! And then you open your hip. Big breath in. Exhale. Nice and slow. Step your right foot down to meet your left. Pedal it out. Working through it. Give it 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhaling, 1 more big breath in. And nice and slow, exhale. Let's come neutral spine, just your bowl heels toward the earth, best you can. Again, if you need to take a little bend in your knees, you know you can do it, but keep that upper body engaged. Pushing up and out of your shoulders, out of your rhomboids, ribs towards hips. Tongues up towards spine. One more breath. Nice and slow, let's inhale high, on the tippy toes, chin into chest, roll forward to that high plank. Push the earth away, big breath in. Exhale, one more. Use your toes, come into your fingers, big inhale. Exhale, lower your body all the way down. So pull your elbows in towards you as you lower, 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 lower. You're down on the ground with big cactus arms. So cactus arms look like a goal post. So you guys are lying down, but I'll sit up just to show you. These are cactus arms, okay? So on your tummy, big cactus arms, take your right cheek to the mat. Big inhale here. Exhale. Nice and slow, bring your left knee towards your left elbow, flexing your foot. So you're like a little frog, little half frog. This is called sleeping frog. We're gonna sleep here for a moment. Just waking up that left hip. We give it 2 more breaths in. Exhaling, 1 more. Nice and slow, we're gonna release that left leg down. Take your third eye to the mat and your left cheek down. So you're gazing towards your right wrist. Bring your right knee up towards your right elbow, flexing your foot, and you hold your frame. Now, if you're confused, I'll show you up against the wall. This is what you're gonna look like. On the ground, this is you. Never done that one before. First for everything. So give yourself 2 more breaths, just softening through. Keep flexing your right foot to protect your connective ligaments. 1 more breath. Then nice and slow, you're gonna take that right leg down to meet your left, third eye to the mat. Take your hands underneath your shoulders. See if you can tuck your toes under. Inhale, push up, plank. And then hips up to the sky, downward facing, pedal it out. Good. Now, if your body's saying, oh please, give me a break, come on down, take a sip of water, towel your face, regroup. If you're feeling fine, you do you. So if that includes you coming into headstands, things like that, because I know, again, we're open levels here. So some of you advanced yogis at home, you might be doing your headstand practice here. Again, being mindful of your frame. Try to be mindful. It's kind of hard for me to help you from this far. I can't do the cues. But I guess while we're resting, I'll quick show you. Headstand. All right, basket grip. Elbows are as wide as my shoulders. All right, so this is the front view. This is the side view, right? Pushing shoulders from ears. I should not be jumping up into this. So if you can't come into this without hopping, don't even bother. All right, maybe extend your legs, maybe 1 leg at a time. All right, so for my advanced yogis, you know what to do. If this is so new to you, this is not the place to learn it. So forget the virtual reality headstand. We'll do it in class one day. We'll be together again. But keep drawing your ribs towards your hips, tummy towards spine. And when you're ready to come down, you take bends in your knees, tuck yourself back into the earth. All right, so there you go, you got a little headstand tutorial, very rapid fire. Give yourself 1 more breath. I promise you, when we get back together, we're gonna do inversion workshops, so stay tuned for those 2. Together, not here. Here is scary. I want to be able to hold you guys and help you guys. All right, so when you're ready, coming back to that neutral spine at tabletop. So find your wrists stacking your shoulders, your knees stacking your hips. Sway it a little bit side to side. Again, working out the kinks. Make sure you've got your alignment. And once you feel good, you come back neutral, check your knees, feet are hidden behind thighs, push the earth away. Try not to be too dramatic one way or the other. Back into that neutral spine at table. Gazing for your thumbs, tuck your toes under. Inhale, lift your knees 2 inches from the earth. Hover that table for 3. Hover that table for 2. Listen, I'm going to challenge you on 1. Take your left toes up to hover for 3. 3-legged hovering table for 2. On 1, left toes down, right toes come up. Hold and hover it for 3. Build up that fire again for 2. On 1, right toes down, hips up. Downward facing dog, pedal it out. Again, working through those kinks. Firing up your body, allowing yourself this time the space. Pedal, pedal. Give it 1 more breath. before again you come back neutral spine. So gesture both heels toward the earth. Pull those ribs towards your hips, tummies towards your spine. Settling into that downward dog frame best you can. Maybe bend. Whatever you have, you're holding your frame. Inhale, come high up onto your tippy toes. Exhale, anchor your heels down. Inhale, elevate high up into tippy toes. Exhale, anchor your heels down. And one more time, high up into tippy toes. Listen, send that left leg up to the sky. You know the drill, no dumping. Okay, so no dumping into that right side. You want to keep your body squared up, and then bend your knee, open your hip. It comes from the waist, not from the upper body. Okay, stay high in that right tippy. Take a breath in. Exhale, you're going to track that left knee to your nose, curl it in, tiger pose. Knees for that knee or your back right toe. Inhale, shoot it back up to the sky. Exhale, left knee to your nose, curl it in. Inhale is going to send it back up to the sky. And one more time, left near your nose, curl it in, hold it here, 3, hold it here, 2. On 1, gaze through your hands, step that left foot through into that low lunge. Now again, you know the drill. Make sure that left knee is over your ankle, back heel is lifted, fingertips are hovering. We're doing the best we can in this space. Keep that core energized, burn up that left quad, pull your thighs in toward each other. 2 more breaths in. Exhale, 1 more big breath. Nice and slow, palms come to face each other, send it behind you like a speed racer, hold space here, 3. Stay low for 2. On 1, reach your arms down, reach your arms forward, and coming back up, finding yourself that first high lunge on your left side. Watch your frame. So no sticking your ribs out. Ribs towards hips, settle into the space, keep reaching your arms up to the sky. Give it 2 more big breaths, inhale. Exhale. 1 more big breath in. Exhale, put your hands come back down through third eye, through heart center. Hold space, big breath in. Exhale, come over that thigh and take your fingers to hover the earth. Big inhale. Exhale, plant your right hand down, peel your left arm to the sky. Hold your frame here, big breath in. Exhale, 1 more. Keep pulling that left knee towards your body. Exhale, take your left hand to your hip, and if you can, slip it behind your back. Again, palm face up, roll that left shoulder back. You're back in that easy twist with a bind. Hold it here, 3. Hold it here, 2. On 1, slowly you're going to release that left arm up. Reach that left arm forward. Take it down, hover the earth. Big inhale. Exhale. This time, back knee's going to come down. All right, palms to face, send it behind you. Inhale, reach your arms down, reach your arms forward, coming on up for that high modified lunge. Again, watch your frame here. Make sure that that left knee's over your ankle, right knee's underneath your hip, and you're holding space here, reaching those arms to the sky. Take a breath in. Exhale, take your hands down and behind your back. Interlace your fingers, squeeze your palms, lift your heart, lift your gaze. Tilt your chin to the sky, opening up that throat. Take a big breath in. Exhale, 1 more. Nice and slow, you're gonna lean forward, taking that shoulder just inside of that left thigh. You give yourself a moment. Now again, if this is really hard for you, you can take a bend in your elbows and rest it at your low back, holding your frame. If you can, you keep that fist up and overhead, like a little radar tower. You take 2 more breaths, inhale here. Exhale, 1 more. Nice and slow, chin into chest, you're gonna rise up. Sweeping your arms to the sky. Big breath in. Exhale, put your hands down through third eye, through heart center. Hinge forward and plant your hands down. From here, we shift back. Flex your left foot. Take it up a few inches. Now, you want to keep that right hip over your right knee. Flexing that left foot. We're in that half split. We're holding our frame here. Just breathing into that left hamstring. Working with what we can. Any tension, any resistance. You give it a few breath time. Inhale, tummy and ribs out. Maybe you exhale, fold yourself forward, walking your hands forward. Again, do what you can in the space. Hamstrings are very stubborn. They like to give us a lot of lip. So 2 more breaths just here, asking, inviting. 1 more breath. Before you come up, inhale, half lift. We're gonna walk our hands over to the left this time, all right? So lining that left hand up with your left hip, right hand up with your right shoulder. So it's almost like you're doing a plank on the side. You might bend your elbows in towards you just to get you a little deeper. So do a little bit of a chaturanga. It's a big left side stretch. 2 more breaths. Keep flexing that left foot. 1 more breath. Slowly we come up, walking your hands back center. Take a breath, point that toe, and fold it down. See what you can do. Stretching it out. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1 more. Nice and slow. We're going to inhale, half lift. You're going to walk your hands back underneath your shoulders, flex your left foot, re-bend that knee. Nice and slow. Pick your back knee up, hover fingertips. Take a big breath in. Exhale, palms are come to face each other, send them behind you like a speed racer. And again, reach it down, reach it forward, reach it up, and hold space here back in that high lunge. Breathe. Keep that left knee over that left ankle. Back heel is still lifted. So you're pulling your thighs in to hold your space here. Try not to arch your back. Pull those ribs down towards your hips. Sink it a little bit deeper. 1 more breath in. Exhale, open up cactus arms, middle fingers to thumb. So again, you're rolling those shoulders back, opening up that heart. Maybe lift your gaze a little bit. Big breath in. Exhale, now gazing forward, take that right arm underneath your left. Hooking your elbows, lift it up a little bit. Again, you might take that back bend. Keep those arms lifted, chest lifted, big inhale. Here's the hard part. Exhale, come on down, just inside that left thigh. Don't go too deep. This isn't humble, this is just asking. Good. Inhale, come back up. Maybe straighten that left leg. Keep pulling those thighs in toward each other. Ooh, I gotta look forward. Exhale, rebend that left knee. Come on down. Stretching through that left hip. Inhale's gonna lift you back up. Maybe straighten out that left leg. Lift your heart, lift your gaze. 1 more time. Come on down, just inside of that knee. Now hold your frame here for 3. Hold your frame here for 2. Listen. On 1, open up cactus arms. Middle fingers to thumb for patience. I know that left hip is screaming. Give it 1 more breath before you soft bend your back knee and step it up to your floating seat. So again, your weight is in your heels. Ribs towards your hips, tummy towards your spine. Keeping those shoulder blades back. Nice power here. Take a big breath in. Exhale, take your hands to prayer. Now I'm going to change it up a little bit here because we're nice and warm. Inhale, tummy's in, ribs out. Exhale, twist it over to the left. So hook your right elbow on top of or outside of that left knee. Gaze up to the sky. If you keep your hands at prayer heart center, it's going to help you revolve. So push those thumbs into your sternum. Inhale again, tummy in, ribs out. Exhale gives you a little bit more of a lift. Gaze to the sky. Maybe send that right arm up. Middle fingers to thumb. Fly flag for 3. Fly flag for 2. If you have your flag, take it back to your prayer. Take your prayer back center. Inhale. Exhale it over to your right. Hook that left elbow on top of or outside of that right thigh. Pull those thighs toward each other and gaze to that sky. Inhale, tummy and ribs out. Exhale, gaze off the right shoulder to the ceiling. Or the floor, wherever you need to look. Keep those hands at prayer heart center in that revolution. Maybe fly your flag, right arm lifts, middle fingers to thumb for patience 3. If you're flying that flag, stay with it for 2. 1 more breath, takes that right hand back to that prayer twist. Take your prayer twist center. Good. Now drop your prayer to your knees and reach for the sky. Push your arms past your ears. Arms by your sides, Samasthiti. Roll it out. Yep, we don't have the heat, but I'm still kicking your butts. Roll it out. Oh, my neck. I must have slept funny last night. Whew. Take a big inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Let it go. If you haven't seen Frozen 2, highly recommend it. Disney Plus, yeah. All right, yogis, take a quick sip of water, whatever you need to do. And another 2 breaths. We're going to get back to the top of your mat. So it's the side of my mat. It's the top of yours. We'll get back into that mountain and do a little balancing. All right? So 1 more breath before you come back neutral. So set your frame here. Arms by your sides. Inhale, lift up all 10 toes. Exhale, pinky middle, big toes down to the ground. You're spreading all 4 corners into the mat. Engaging through ankles, calves, knees, quads, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your core, ribs towards hips, tummy towards spine, shoulder blades back. So you have a nice strong foundation in your mountain. You will not be moved. Inhale, prayer reaches the sky. Exhale, prayer hands down through third eye through heart center. Now again, holding this frame. You're going to shift your weight into your left standing leg, taking a soft bend in your right knee. So again, I'll give you the front view. None of this. Pull up the sass, right? So you flex that foot to bring your knee to your navel. Hold space as you balance here. So again, go to the side view. Give it 2 more breaths, just holding this frame before we take the elevator down. 1 more breath in. Exhale, soft bend your left knee. So elevator down, just a little baby bend. Inhale, lift you back up. Exhale, elevator down, little baby bend. Inhale, bring it back up. 1 more time, little baby bend, hold it there, 3. Hold it there, 2, now lean forward. Now slide your knees toward each other, they gotta skim. Pull them in, internal rotation, sends that right leg back to tap your right toes down. Landing that low lunge, you will lift it up for a high lunge. Holding space here. I'm gonna switch the direction I'm facing so I can see you. Slowly back heel comes down, slice it open. Again, warrior 2. So you want that left knee over that left ankle. So lunge into it. You should be feeling it in your groin. Your adductors are working. Arms are spread. Shoulders are relaxed. Keep those left or right toes pointing toward the side wall. And keep reaching for the opposite walls. Long, long lines, right? Push that left knee towards your left pinky toe. Don't give it up. Get a little deeper. 1 more big breath. Nice and slow. You're going to hinge forward. Flip that left palm. Tip it back. Nice and light. That right hand taps that back thigh. Left arm reaches up and over, so you've got yourself a nice peaceful warrior. Again, that quad is burning. You give it 2 breaths. Keep that chest lifted. You want a side body stretch as opposed to a back bend. None of that. 1 more breath. Nice and slow. Straighten that left leg. So you're in a peaceful triangle. Give it 1 more inhale. Exhale, we bend that left knee. Knee tracks over ankle. Lift your top body back up. Warrior 2. Hinge forward. Left arm, top of that left thigh, right arm to the sky. Keep pushing that left knee toward that left pinky toe. Keep stacking your ribs, stacking your shoulders, stacking your wrists best you can. Well, maybe not so much your wrists, but you know what I mean. Gazing up. Give it 1 more breath in. Exhale, take your right hand to your hip or slide it behind your back, palm face up. Get a little deeper. I know it's rip roaring burning on that left side. Maybe you gaze down. You could go for the full bind if it was accessible for you. If not, maybe you're here. Whatever you did, you're in it. Half bound, full bound, hold it 3. Keep pushing into that left pinky toe. We're gonna release it in 2. On 1, slowly coming back to that modification. Right arms to the sky, big breath in. Reach that right arm forward, I promise we're getting out. Gaze down, lift that top body up, straighten that front leg. Oh, I know. I can hear you from here, Beth, and you're on mute. 1 more inhale. Exhale, come back into that left knee. We're getting out of here now. You ready? Slowly come forward, warrior 2. Hinge forward like you mean it. You're going to cartwheel your hands down, kick your back heel up, catch your balance, low lunge. Do what you can here. 1 more breath. Slowly plant your hands down, take your back knee down, and shift it back for, again, that runner stretch. So you got to make your own little adjustments. Some of us do it automatically. Some of us need a teacher cueing. So that's okay. That's why I cue as much as I do. Keep that right hip over that right knee. Left leg is extended and flexed. Breathing into this space. Right? Once you feel confident that your left knee is not going to buckle on you, you inhale, tummy and ribs out. And you exhale, hinge forward, walking your hands forward. Doing the best you can in this space. Ask and invite. If your body RSVPs no, well, you know what to do. Modify. Use your blocks. Doesn't have to be so intense all the time. Take 2 more moments here. Big breaths in. Exhaling 1 more big breath. And exhale nice and slow. We're going to inhale, half lift. Keep your fold forward. Walk your hands underneath your shoulders. So you're still leaning forward. It's still a hamstring stretch. Now your right hand is going to stay planted to the ground or to the earth. I like to tent my fingers. You take your left hand to your hip. Squeeze those thighs in. Inhale, tummy and ribs out. Exhale, gazing to that left side wall. Maybe you gaze up to the sky to stack. If you have your balance, you can extend that left arm all the way up for your full revolution, stacking your ribs and your wrists as best as you can. Give it 2 more big breaths. Inhale. Exhaling 1 more. If that left arm's reaching to the sky, you're going to reach it forward. Otherwise, you're just planting that left hand back down to the ground. Hold space. Again, we bend that left knee. Tuck that back toe under. Lift that back knee up and hover your fingers. Hold it here. One more breath in that nice, strong, low lunge before you plant your hands down and your next challenge comes. Take a bend in that left knee, so you tuck your knee into your nose. Give it a big kiss. Slowly take that left knee to tap your right elbow. Good. Take it to tap your right elbow. Bring it back over to your left elbow. Back heel comes down. Extend that left leg. Push up at your shoulders. Slowly curl it back up and overhead. Bend your knee, open your hip. How are you feeling? I know you're all yelling at me right now. Give it one more breath. Slowly step your left foot down to meet your right, pedal it out. You-wee. Pedal, pedal, pedal. All right, we are good on time. Pedal, pedal. One more breath pedaling before again we come neutral spine. Gesture both heels down. Find your downward dog. Mindful of your frame. Watch my back. This, here, and here, and maybe here, and here. That back stays the same. Doesn't matter what your legs are doing. All right? Inhale is going to bring you up onto high tippy toes. Exhale is going to anchor your heels back down. One more time, high up on the tippy tippy toes. Chin into chest, roll forward, extend yourself into your plank. Again, plank like you need it. Push the earth away. Long line from crown to root. Give it 2 big breaths. Ribs towards hips, tummy towards spine. Push up out of shoulders, engage all 10 fingers. One more breath. Slowly, you're going to take your right toes up to hover the earth. 3, point them. 2, pin your knees together, bend your right knee. Slowly tip over to your left. Step your right foot outside of your mat. Peel your right arm up. You're in a little wild thing. Push up at the left shoulder. Make sure your shoulder is over your wrist. This is going to help you. One more breath. Slowly plant that right hand down. Pivot back over. Step your right foot down, plank. Taking your left toes to hover. Point your left toes. Pin your knees. Bend your left knee so you're kicking up to the sky. Start to lean over to the right. Plant your left foot outside of your mat. Peel that left arm up and over. Again, right shoulder is stacking your wrist. You're holding that low wild. Squeeze your glute, lift. Slowly plant that left hand back down. Flip it back over, plank. Inhale, use your toes. Come over your fingers, big breath. Exhale, take down your knees. Settle back, child's pose. Ooh, I needed that. I needed that. So, if you're in the same boat as me, you might take a sip of water here. Maybe you're toweling your face. I don't know. Maybe you hooked up a heater in your room. I mean, I might do that. Actually, no, I won't. Why would I do that to myself? You guys can do that, though. I'm already cooking. If you're in your child pose and you'd like to get a little deeper into your triceps, take your hands to prayer. Baby prayer comes down the back of your neck, and you walk your elbow forward. You're going to get a nice stretch in those lats and those triceps. So do what you can. All right. All right, my yogis. Now, the last little bit, I know all 4 of you that are with me, yeah, I think 4 of you, at least 4 of you, have done the sequence. Some of you maybe not, but we'll see. So we're going to do a little mini sequence just to get into our core, and we're going to try for a fallen triangle. So I'm going to review it real quick before we do it all together. So keep seated, keep yourself seated. I'll show you real quick, all right? So in about 2 seconds, you're going to be here too. You'll be in that downward dog coming up. A leg is going to lift, the knee is going to bend. You're going to take that knee to that same side elbow, right? Then you're going to send it up. Then you're going to take that knee to your nose. Then you're going to send it up. Then you're going to send that knee to your opposite elbow. Drop that back heel. Extend that leg out. Maybe you can squeeze to find a fallen triangle, okay? If your body says nope, you might drop that right knee and find this little stargazer, okay? From here, we come back up and over, and then step it down again. And then we'll do the second side, okay? So it'll be a real quick sequence just to get you into that core, your oblique, your lats, burn you up a little bit, and then we're gonna come down into Shavasana and rest, okay? So when you're ready, Find your way to your tabletop. Check in with your table, sway it side to side. And then come back to a neutral spine. Push the earth away. Oops, someone just jumped in. Oh, it's Annie. It's okay. All right, so pushing the earth away, you find that table. All right, so from your table, if you are in alignment, all you have to do is tuck your toes under and extend, and you're in a plank. All right? From that plank, hips up to the sky, downward facing dog. I'm just gonna scoot up on my mat a little bit. All right, so pedal out that down dog. We're gonna get into it. When you're ready, gesture both heels toward the earth. Do the best you can with knees bent or otherwise. You're holding your frame. Inhale high, run to tippy toes. Exhale, sink your heels down. One more time, high, bend to tippy toes. This time, right leg up to the sky. Bend that right knee, open your hip. Take a breath in. Exhale, take your right knee to your right elbow, floating into a plank. Keep it high up on that tricep. Good. Send it back up to the sky. Bend that knee, open your hip. Try not to dump into your left side. Right knee comes to your nose. Curl it in. Give it a big kiss. Tiger pose. And slowly send it back up to the sky. Right knee's going to your left elbow. This is the hard one. Now push up on those arms like you're going to push up. Drop your back heel down. Extend your right leg to the ground to the left of you. And see if you can swing that left arm up. Pushing up and out that right hand. Wrist should stack your shoulder. Again, modification is just taking that right knee down. Either way, you're in this little back bend for 3. Hold on to her for 2. On 1, that left hand's gonna plant down. Pick that right leg back up and overhead. Take a breath. Step your right foot down, pedal it out. So back into that downward facing dog. I can hear Teo screaming downstairs. He's running around like a maniac. It's really funny. One more breath. Before again you come neutral, gesture both heels toward the earth. Inhale high, bend the tippy toes. Exhale, anchor your heels down. One more time, high, bend the tippy toes. Send your left leg up to the sky. Bend that left knee, open your hip again. Do not favor your right side. I should not be able to see your belly here. So keep it down and in. Nice and slow. Left knee's coming to left elbow. Come forward into your fingers. Hold that plank. Get up on your tricep. Inhale's going to send it back up to the sky. Bend your knee, open your hip. Bringing that left knee to your nose. Curl it in, tiger pose. Get your wrists stacking your shoulders. Bring it back up to the sky. Left knee, right elbow. Hold it there. So keep your shoulders even, so no dumping. Push it up and out. Back heel comes down. Extend your left leg toward the ground to the right. Push up and out of that left arm as your right arm lifts. You're in fallen triangle. Squeeze your glutes, push up and out. If you're in fallen, you're lifting. If you're modifying, left knee is down and you're here. Give whatever you have, one more breath. Plant that right hand down. Pick that left knee back up and overhead. Big breath in. Exhale, left foot down and meet your right pedal. You got it. Take one more moment here before you come neutral. Let's inhale high, bend the tippy toes. Exhale, heels down. One more time, high, bend the tippy toes. Take your feet as wide as your mat. Nice and slow, heels down. Walk your hands back to your feet. Press roots at the back. Sway a little side to side. All right, now I'm going to give you the front view of this guy because we're going into Malasana. So, sway a little left, sway a little right. I will give you modifications if you do not have blocks, because I know some of you don't. Coming back neutral when you're ready. Let's inhale, half lift, fingers slide up shins, nice flat back here forward. Exhale, melt and fold it down. Soft bend your knees, sweep it up. We're in Hastasana, prayers up, gaze up. Exhale, put your hands down through third eye, through heart center. Arms by your side, Samasthiti. Roll it out, rock it out. All right, so from here, this is a tricky part. Turn your heels in, toes out. All right, really pulling them in. Ribs towards hips, tummy towards spine. Squeeze your glutes. That's going to help you balance here. So if I'm not, I'm here. And I'm going to be rocking forward and back, and it's not going to be fun. So pull your ribs down towards your hips. Squeeze your glutes and push your pelvis forward. Hold that frame. One more breath. Inhale, prayer reaches up to the sky. Exhale, put your hands down through third eye, through heart center. Now hold space here. Inhale, come up onto your toes, squeeze. Hold it 3. Hold it 2. On 1, bring your heels back down. Again, inhale, high, but tippy toes, hold it 3. Hold it 2. On 1, bring your heels back down. One more time, inhale, high, but tippy toes 3. Listen, listen, 2. Keep your heels lifted, start to bend your knees. Now, you need to keep your chest the same. You're bending your knees. Push your knees back toward the wall behind you. Sink into it. Take a breath. Drop your right heel down, sink a little deeper. 3. Woo, for 2. On 1, right heel lifts. Left heel down. 3. Hold it. 2. On 1, left heel hips. Take a breath. Get a little deeper. Bring both heels down. Hands inside of those knees. Lean forward. Sway a little bit side to side. Maybe walk your feet out a little wider if you want. So this is a little dancing goddess. We're just going to dance here for a second, and then we're going to get into Malasana. So coming back neutral, gaze straight down. Big inhale. Exhale, drop your right shoulder down, gaze up off your left. 3. Push that right knee back. 2. On 1, slowly come center. Drop your left shoulder down, kick up off your right. Push that left knee back for 3. Hold it for 2. On 1, come center. Take a breath in. Exhale, slowly take your hands to prayer. Heel toe your feet in just a little bit. Start to lower your pelvis down, sway off to one side and then the other to get your feet into where they need to be. Now, Malasana is pretty elusive for some of us. I know, I can hear you moaning from here. So, if you're having a hard time dropping that seat down, because I've got a nice open Malasana tonight, you might be up here somewhere. You can either take blocks under your seat, or you can opt for the modification, which is Baddha Konasana. So you sit down with diamond legs, any varying degree of intensity, hands to prayer to keep you proud and lifted. All right, so whether you're in Baddha Konasana or you're in its cousin, Malalasana, you're hanging out in this asana. So if you're in Malasana, push your triceps back into your knees, chest lifted, thumb into sternums, squeeze your glutes, give them a big squeeze, try to keep your heels grounded. If your heels are lifted, either widen out your stance, take a block, or take a seat into that modification. So keep squeezing your glutes, inhale. Exhale, try to soften your glutes, relaxing. So that's the softness we want in our pelvis. As we take 3 breaths, we close our eyes. Relax the space between, behind, and around your eyes. Good. 2 more. Relax your cheeks, relax your jaw. And give it 1 more big breath in. Nice slow exhale. Gently opening your eyes. For those of you who are in Malasana, you're going to take your hands to the ground in front of you, maybe scooch them behind you. You're going to meet us in Baddha Konasana. For those of you who are already there, well, you get to stay there for 1 more moment. So taking your hands to your ankles, maybe your basket weave your fingers into a bind, taking your feet, whatever you have, gesture your knees toward the ground. So imagine your butterfly wings, these are up, these are wings down. So you want an external rotation, sit tall. Inhale, puff your chest up, gaze up. Exhale, round out, look for your tummy. 2 more, puff up, gaze up. Exhale, round out, look for that tummy. 1 more time, puff up, gaze up. Last time, round out, look for your tummy. Hold it there, 3. Breathing here, 2. On 1, come up nice and slow to a neutral spine. From here, sweep your arms to the sky. Prayer connects. Exhale, put your hands down through third eye, through heart center. Bringing your knees up, flex your feet, extending back into that staff pose. This is what's going to carry us down into Shavasana. But you know me, you know we have to work to get there because that's just how I roll. So flex your feet, sit tall. Again, inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, pass the ball forward, chin into chest, look for your shins. Tummy's inwards out, float it a little bit deeper, then keep that chin into your chest as you start rounding out your back like a cat. You're dragging your upper body back as your legs stay grounded, rooting you firmly. You get to that 3/4 way mark again. Point your toes, lift your legs and catch your canoe. 5. Hold that canoe. 4. Keep breathing for her. 3, 2, separate your feet, the slowest, most dramatic Shavasana in 3, lower, lower, 2, all the way down on 1. Whew. Big inhale fills you up, open mouth, exhale. Roll out your wrists, roll out your ankles, move it around. Anything you need to do if you don't like being flat on your back. You want to take a bend in your knees, you can take your knees to touch feet wide. You can come to Supta Baddha Konasana. You could take a bolster or whatever pillows under your knees if you want to modify it that way, restore yourself. Whatever you're doing, any arm variation, arms can be up and over, off to your sides, interlace on your tummy. Do what's right for you. Maybe on your back isn't it, you want to come into fetal pose and lay here. Wherever you are in Shavasana, it's a space for you to reset, to relax. Pick a pose that if you fell asleep and in 10 minutes you woke up, you would not be sorry when you woke up. You want to be in a place of comfort, of resting, restoring, not of active working, okay? So close your eyes as you soften. I'm going to kill the light above me. There we go. Whew. So start to focus on your body once more. Take a full body assessment. Inhale to the crown. Exhale into the earth. Let your body be heavy. So if you're lying down, you're going to start to feel the weight of your head as you relax your neck. You're going to feel your shoulders, your arms, your hands. Try to relax your fingers. Let them take their resting shapes. Soften that space between, behind, around your eyes, your cheeks, and your jaw. Take the tongue away from the roof of your mouth, parting your teeth. Feel the rise and fall of your breath. Your inhale expands you, creates space. Your exhale releases you, grounds you. Feel your core, your pelvic floor, your hips and your glutes. Feel your legs taking their varying resting shapes. Your heels anchor and your feet simply fall away. So your entire body is at rest. Inhale to the crown of your head. Exhale into the earth. Take 3 more big breaths. Feel that air moving through you and releasing you. One more big breath. And then slowly, my yogis, begin to deepen your breath. Begin to notice sound, scent, and sensation. As you wiggle each finger and each toe, move your head gently side to side. And slowly coming center. Inhale, extend your arms overhead. Take a full body stretch. Rolling out your wrists, rolling out your ankles. One more breath in. Bring a gentle bend into your knees, then bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug, rocking left, rocking right. Allow your lower lumbar to massage into the earth. One more breath. Before you come back to a neutral space, allow your body to fall over to the right or left side. Find yourself a fetal pose. Give yourself just a moment there. Big inhale, fill up. Exhale, let go. Then gently, without disturbing your peace, press your weight up to a comfortable seat on your mat. Grounding your weight down into your sitting bones. Lengthening through your spine, shrug your shoulders to your ears, roll them down your back. Then gently draw your hands to prayer, heart center, bowing your head to your heart, connecting head space with heart space. As you bring your intention back into your mind's eye, press your pinkies and thumbs together to release your middle fingers, creating a blossom. Within it, place your intention, visualizing all of its light, its love, its strength. Lend it your faith. On an inhale, lift it to the sky, presenting it to the world As you exhale, allow your hands to part. As they fall to the side, you imagine that light making its way out into the world to take root and make a difference. Hands come back in prayer, heart center, bowing your head to your heart one last time. The light within me honors that brilliant shining light within each and every one of you. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your evening, rest of your week, your weekend. And until we meet again, namaste. All right. Well, I'll unmute you guys now. All right.